What's poppin', y'all? This streamer decided to just explode her whole relationship based off of trying to keep her career doing streaming, which of course is tied to her OF.
I don't know if it's a good idea, but wait, what did my agency say? Yes, all ready to go. I'm already live. And my boyfriend decided this morning that after 2 years, he has a problem with what I do. So we broke up. And I'm totally having a mental breakdown live on stream. But I'm ready for the sponsor.
The levels of lunacy when it comes to this. Keep in mind, this streamer, Alinity, it's not like she's 19, 20, 21, or so, okay, this is a little bit immaturity. No, she's in her 30s. I think this streamer is 38 years old. So no, she's not even a India Love where you could say, oh, she's 30. And she's previously been married before. If I recall correctly, she talked about her first marriage being to get like a Canadian citizenship. So the way that she refers to it is that this was just a marriage for documents, right? So this happened. She's sharing this. She's telling this to her agency. This isn't her OF agency, I'm guessing, because she's doing a sponsorship on Twitch. But this is oversharing to an insane degree. And she would address this on X a little bit later on and say, I did not explain the situation well. Yeah, definitely not. Nor his side of the story. Yeah, definitely not that either. I will take a short break and do an announcement stream about changes in my content when I'm back. Brother, what the hell is going on here? Keep in mind, this chick she had a career renaissance because Mizkif, who's a guy that she cut off and a lot of other people cut off in the Austin streamer scene. That was the hub of streaming for this community because she was one of the most hated streamers for about 2 years or so. There was a clip of her just it was the most nonsensical clip ever. She just threw a cat over her head. Yeah, a cat being thrown over her head 3 feet, and people turned her into this cat abuser. And it was, I'm not gonna lie, dog, I could not get behind that. I was like, yo, you guys are really making a lot out of nothing. The cat wasn't harmed. And then there was another clip of her cat licking some alcohol or something, which, yeah, I can get behind that, where it's you should not be doing this on stream. And there were other things that she had said that drew the ire of a lot of males. And her and Pokimane were very hated. She was far more hated. So eventually she gets into OF. A lot of people start disassociating with her because she just has such a hate base. It wasn't even necessarily for her. But Mizkif, he starts bringing her on. She starts doing the OF stuff. Keep in mind, this is 2020, and it starts booming for her. She starts getting crazy motion, making crazy levels of bread. This chick's been making bread for a disgustingly long time. So at one point in time, she starts dating this dude. She says she's been dating this dude for 2 years. And we all know the deal. Number one, this chick is beyond up. And when I first heard this, I was like, well, I always look at the guy in fault here. He got with, it's like a celebrity, right? He got with the celebrities. Yo, why are paparazzi taking pictures of us when we're going somewhere? What did you expect? The hell? Or why are guys DMing you when you're an online figure? What did you expect? You knew all of this. There was no surprise in this. It's like Ye. When Ye got with Kim Kardashian, and then years later, he's like, nah, I want you to, put some more clothes on. It's like, dog, what do you mean put some more clothes on? You saw her for who she was. She was never putting on clothes before, and now you want her to put on this different type of clothes? That's a you problem. You just stop trying to change people. That's the biggest issue people have. They're trying to change people. But that was not the case here. So it's not that he wanted her to quit streaming, but apparently it was something else, because she would be going back and forth in the replies. And somebody said, if I had it, hold on. Well, actually, by Big Gamer Gone here, he says, well, actually, if I had a girlfriend that loves streaming, I'll be giving her full support. I wouldn't mind at all. Streaming keeps people from doing drugs or living on streets, and even support by paying bills and buying food. So this guy tries to be like, you know what, you're right about everything. And she's like, well, actually, hold up there. She says, it's mostly an issue with OnlyFans and me portraying myself as single. I will speak more on it when I'm back. Please don't make any assumptions on either side until you have the whole story. She said, sit down, simp. The hell are you doing? trying to support me. And then he says, of course, baby girl, don't worry. We will wait for you. This is, this guy got to be a troll. This is unreal. Gonzalez, come on. People with that background, y'all got get up. Word to Meek Mill. He's putting every gun. I know there's a lot of Gonzalez's that's watching this. I mean, it's a common last name. He's bringing shame to your guy's last name, with all due respect. And there's other people that are supported. This is where you see a side of the internet that you're not used to, where all logic goes out the window. And this Alinity character that they have a parasocial relationship with, you start to understand, okay, maybe this dude was not that crazy. Because somebody says if they can't accept someone that does OF and portrayed themselves as single, they can't accept anyone that does OF. It's part of the job. So part of the job is being dishonest and lying to the entire public. So how is this thing supposed to turn into, I'm guessing what she assumes was going to be a marriage or a fiance or whatever the case may be, when part of your job is hiding that from the rest of the world? Oh boy. Because that is part of the job. And not only is that's part of the job for being a streamer even, not just the OF side of things. So I don't know if this guy wanted her to quit OF. I think they may have had a conversation about it, because the way that she's coming on here, I think she told the guy, oh yeah, I'll quit this OF stuff and I'll just do the Twitch streaming and, we can be seen together, because they've got to hide it. Because the way the level of parasocial that these people are, just looking at their replies, they're going to figure out something. So she had to do a very good job of hiding this, because that's part of her job. She's got to sell the image that, oh yeah, I'm single, you might have a chance with me. So the guy that's with her, well, he should have already known this, of course. But he thought he could, I guess, make it work. Or maybe she told him like, oh, don't worry, we're going to make this happen and I'm going to quit OF. Man, she's married to the game. So some rappers say like, yo, I'm married to the money, which they're never really married to the money, because most of them end up getting married and, providing. But she's really married to the game. So the fact that he thought that he was going to come in there and change things up, bold, very bold. You got to have a big ego to want to do that, and also stay behind the scenes for 2+ years. That's crazy. But now this really messes the situation up, because if she comes back and now she's saying she's suddenly single, are people going to believe that she's single or not? Frankly, the people that are paying the bucks, this is going to be one of the biggest days or weeks that she has on OF. I guarantee there was a massive spike. And how does she now reconcile that with being with the guy? Because she's like, whoa, I just got a huge spike. She's getting those DM messages on OF talking about yeah, man, if we were together, I'd just be hiding in the background. I'd play my role. You don't even got to worry about me. Sending message after message after message. Because now she's showing that, yeah, sure, maybe she wasn't single that whole time, but now there's a possibility that she might be single. There's a little bit of turmoil in their relationship. There's somebody's wounded and they got to come in there like a medic and save her. That's what they're thinking through their mind, the people that are, shelling out the dollars. So she's in this loop where, from what I've gathered, because she came out and said, yeah, yo, I'm going to fall back, which is hilarious, because she's like, wait, hold on, guys. I'm going to make an announcement on my relationship status like this is Facebook in 2010 in a couple of days. I need to take some time. This is the #TheDecision by LeBron James. What team is he going to go to? That's what this feels like, talking about 2011 as well, because wasn't that the same 2010? That was the same year that he ended up going to the Miami Heat. So she's turning this into a Miami Heat thing. So it's like, okay, how can we make this a moment? How can we make this a moment? Because this is going to be a huge spike for my OF and my Twitch. And that is what you've got to deal with. And the guys are like this as well. Like the male streamers, they're always thinking about okay, how can we turn this into a moment? Because we got to get some attention right now. And anybody that's dealing with one of these types of people, that's what you're going to be dealing with, whether it's the guy or the female in this case. But it's not like we have anything better to do, right? So yeah, just like we sat down and waited for LeBron James's decision, we're going to sit back, lay back, do not put your feet on my coffee table, but put your feet on your own coffee table. And I will be here to deliver her decision. because she said she's going to come back with a decision. So we going to see. I mean, what better do we have to do? We're all unemployed here anyway, right? Like, if you're not living, like, we're in the 2020s right now. That whole, like, moving out, being on your own thing, that was 2010s propaganda. Like, everybody's got to be living at their mama's crib. I support that. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Whose fault was this? Was this her fault? Was this her man's fault? I think if he left, why would she have well, of course she's going to have a breakdown. She's emotionally invested in some capacity. But I think him leaving is what it is. She can't be panicking over that. And if she isn't quitting right now, which I'm guessing the guy, for them to be in the same circle anyway, he's got to be to have proximity, he's got to be at least well off, maybe to her level, maybe slightly below, maybe slightly above. So monetization and money wouldn't be the reason for her to continue doing this stuff. And if she's him near 40 years old, 38 years old, if she's not quitting now, she's not planning on quitting ever. Like, she loves this too much. And most of her friends are involved in this too. So it's understandable that she would want to continue, if even just, to have fun and socialize with her friends online. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one.